Wow, we really ruined it there. And hello everybody. The the dog decided to howl or whatever it is. Coyote decided to howl. And welcome. Today I'm doing a video. Pretty much, I've decided to do the mysteries. Now there are quite a few mysteries. One or two. Well, on GTA, let's say, one or two pretty interesting ones. There's the one with the ghost lady, but that's pretty much solid evidence now. So I have spent the last, couple of hours on the internet searching for GTA myths and legends to try and solve. Now there's several ones. There's the murders and stuff like that, and then there's aliens that if you complete the game to 100%, aliens will appear everywhere. Well, not aliens, but UFOs will appear above major areas. And I've gone through them all, and you know, there is a few interesting monsters that seem to have come up in this. But there's been one that takes my fancy, and by one I mean several. So pretty much, I was on the GTA wiki, and I found something called the Swamp Monster. Wow, okay, generic game. Now, I'll get my car, but I'll explain to you as I'm getting my car and everything. Now, the Swamp Monster is a lot, well, it looks like, according to this, a rake, which really drives my fancy. So, I'm gonna get this straight down, and let's just say. So, the rake is pretty much a creature that, well, it was popular, I think it was mainly in America, it hasn't really been popular anywhere else, really, but it's meant to be like a dog-like creature. It's meant to be like, well, it's difficult. It's a strange. It walks like a well, it doesn't walk. It crawls like a human, and it's quite creepy. It's quite skinny. I'll put something down in the description. If you guys don't know what it is, go down in the description, and I'll put a link to a wiki page or something about the rake. But it's quite an interesting creature, and the fact that GTA have supposedly added not just one, but 4, that's right, you heard me, 4, heard me, it's going to be quite interesting. Now, everyone's all like, well, you know, what do you mean, well, like, how is it interesting, it could all just be fake. Now, GTA usually, seem to be quite consistent with putting stuff that they usually put on, like, you know, if they sort of urge towards something, it usually is in the game. And, if I look at the description here, one sec, I've got the wiki page up now as we speak. There's 3 other cryptids, which include the Palomino Highlands cryptid and the Tongva Hills creature. And then the last one is called the Jackal, but I think the Jackal is just all of these, so there might only be 3 instead of 4. And I find that interesting because, you know, that sounds pretty sick. And since I don't really think I haven't seen any videos on whether it exists or not, and I think the failure of my last video when I tried to look for something that existed, I was hoping that maybe this one might have a bit more proof to it. So yeah, it's reasonably stormy weather. This is on this isn't on computer, this is on Xbox, so don't expect anything interesting like mods or anything like that. I can't really change the weather, so we're just going to have to stick out with it, which actually is a good thing, because I think the Jackal supposedly comes out in stormy weather, and so does the Palomino Highlands cryptid supposedly come out in stormy weather. So yeah, we're playing as Franklin. We're a little bit a while off. It's only 7:15 on GTA. But yeah, so I'm going to make my way over to here, which, if you guys don't know, wait, is it here or is it there? I'm pretty sure it's here. I think this is the military base, isn't it? Yeah, it is, because there's a bridge there. So it's here. So this little area here, this swampland, that's where the swamp monster is. But supposedly it's not a multiplayer, so I've decided to do it on single player today as well. So actually I'm going to make my way over there, and hopefully I'll see you guys there, unless I just decide to try and tell you some more lore as I'm going there. Alright, so guys, as I'm sort of driving to the area and it's starting to become night time, I'm going to start giving you a little bit more story on the rake. So the rake is pretty much what we like to call on the internet a creepy pasta. which, if you don't know what a creepypasta is kind of, it's kind of ghost stories, pretty much, that people post on the internet. You know, just creepy stories that you sort of read when it's like 12 o'clock at night. And if you have heard of it before, but you're not quite sure what it is, it's also the origin of the Slender Man, which is where the Slender Man like originated from. I'm pretty sure, if I remember rightly, the Slender Man was a creepypasta until, you know, recently. And ironically, as I was doing searching into this, because I'm into this sort of stuff, so I've done this before, so I have a good idea on what the rake is. And from previous sort of, not investigations, because I haven't really investigated the rake, but just sort of looking into it, there is stories of the rake. It's like Slender Man. There are stories of creatures that seem awfully similar. So, for example, the rake, just so I can churn up here, I've got like a load of facts here that I sort of copied down because I was going through all the things. So, yeah, here. So this is one I found ages ago, and this was, what's that? I can't find the page. So what I was saying is, previously, there's been like loads of encounters, like the Slenderman, where you've had like several encounters like in the past. It's the same here. There's even some here. There are actually a lot with what can I say, like Victorian times, I guess is a good way to say it, and it spans across like God knows how many continents, like 4 continents, and it's a very popular creature. It's known to be like a humanoid pretty much, but it like sort of walks and does stuff like a dog. And it's very well known for its sort of, not aggressive nature, but sort of its stalking nature. It seems very investigative, if that makes any sense. So it is quite an interesting creature. Most people who claim to see the rake say it would it like messes their brains or something, a bit like Slenderman. And there has been stories of it killing people. There's even one which is the main story, where it killed a little girl, if I remember rightly. It sat on the end of the girl's parents' bed, and then when the parents woke up, supposedly it killed them. So, you know, pretty bad. Wouldn't really want to meet the creature myself, but it seems like we're going to have to. So, yeah, it's quite a serious creature, quite a scary one. And the fact that the way it walks, it reminds me of the freaking, what was that horror movie where there's sort of like that thing crawling on the floor, like up the well and everything. Oh, I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. But yeah, it reminds me of that. So here we are. I'd say this is night time. It's definitely dark enough. So we're gonna go and investigate. I don't have a torch. I should have got something with a torch on it. But sure, it's fine. So pretty much, the swamp monster is meant to live here in this swamp by the side of the airbase, and supposedly it came from the secret humane labs, or it's an alien, or it's secret government stuff that we shouldn't know about. And this is interesting because see, I'm scared now. I actually gotten into this sort of feeling of it. It's interesting because it could be, you know, we don't know what it is. It could be so many things. One sec, let me get my sniper out. I think I see something over there. No, it's a plant. Alright. So yeah, I'm kind of scared. I have got some weapons with me that I might use. I'll put them away for starters. I don't want to scare the poor thing. If I could befriend it, that'd be a lot happy. That'll make me so much happier. One of the things that I found on the wiki is don't look at it. Supposedly it will stalk you, and it might even attack friendly AI, which sounds pretty scary actually. But supposedly it will just stalk you until sorry, that's it behind me then. Until you pretty much see it. As soon as you see it, supposedly it attacks you. But it hides in all this reed and by the river. And there's an abandoned hut which I'm heading towards now, which is believed to be where it lives, which is really scary. And pretty much, usually they say it appears on stormy nights, but actually I don't think there's as much. It's mainly the other ones that have that It's that have that sort of thing. It's these ones that this one doesn't. It's pretty straightforward. Just go here at night and it should show up. There are some things saying it will go near the road, so if you just drive down the road that I think it's the one I've just driven down. Just drive down that road and supposedly it will just sort of appear near the side of the road. It won't be in the middle of the road. But yeah. But supposedly it's not hostile until you look at it. So if I can just sort of get close to it and just sort of maybe take a selfie with it. Do you reckon I should take a selfie with it? That sounds like a really good idea. We're taking a selfie with a swamp monster, if it exists. So yeah, so supposedly it's an alien, supposedly it's an experiment. Am I the only one that heard splashing? I thought I heard splashing then. I think I'm hearing noises. I think it's kind of gotten to my head already. Now, one of the problems is it's very good at hiding, and supposedly it's sort of grey, tannish sort of skin and everything. It's very hard to see. It can pretty much just appear and disappear at like any moment. Which keep hearing noises, but I don't know if it's probably just animal. Oh, before never. So I'm going to start heading over to where supposedly it's a house. I find it hard to hear because unfortunately the headphones that I use to listen to everything with are actually the headphones that I use to record my voice with. So it's very hard for me to switch between the two. Right, so this here is a hut that it supposedly lives in. Hello, Mr. Rake. Wait, is it this hut? Actually, no, I think I've got the wrong hut. So I don't seem to see it anywhere. So I'm just looking at the map real quick. So I might head further in towards that area over there. I'm not 100% sure. I keep hearing really weird noises. Anyone hears that? Okay, so I can hear birds. There's a faint sound coming from my TV every now and then. It sounds a little bit different. It's a bit like a deer. Now this is scary. This is a lot of bushy area. Oh my god. So supposedly it appears very not rarely, but it's meant to be the most common out of all the cryptids on this game to spawn. Oh no, it's a deer. Please tell me that's a deer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a deer. That was a deer. I'm sure it was a deer. God, this is so creepy. God. Supposedly I do have to wait a little bit later. It did say wait till 12 o'clock at night. It is 12 o'clock at night. I still don't see the creature. So, we've still got a couple of hours, GTA hours left in this game. But I've just done some digging, and I found a hit. And supposedly somebody has taken a sort of picture of it, sort of over in this direction. It's sort of like, it's towards one of the main towers, if I remember rightly. So it's those two there. So he was on this island here when he took a picture of it. So far I have seen no friendly mobs acting out of, sort of, out of behaviour really. I mean, there's some deer over here that seem to just be chilling. I don't see anything under any threat. Supposedly it's really hard to see the creature. Like, supposedly, even though it does spawn regularly, it's really hard to see it until it, like, properly sneaks up on you. But, supposedly if I head over this sort of direction, because I think the guy who took the picture had it a little bit around here, because the hut was hidden behind one of the, things. Oh, what's that now? That's so creepy. I don't like it, because it's worse because I have to retaliate if something happens. I'm the one who's gonna get jump scared. I'm concentrating so hard that as soon as I see the damn thing, it's gonna scare the crap out of me. Alright, so that's a deer. I know the noises of the wilderness. There's a car on motorbike. So I'm gonna start heading further upstream, because I don't seem to find it. So supposedly it is a stalker. The existence of it is supposedly unlikely as well, but at the same time, so was the ghost, if I remember rightly. The ghost was meant to be an unlikely thing, but that ended up being real. So it's just, in the GTA world, people won't believe you if you got attacked by a rake. Which is the same in the real world, actually, to be fair. If you got attacked by a rake, I don't think many people would believe you. So it seems quite quiet and patient. Alright, so going back onto the spawn sort of things with this. The problem is this thing that I'm looking at is it's more console slash 360 based, I guess. It's not based on the newer consoles, I don't think, which could be a problem because, especially with the newer consoles, animals spawn more regularly and a lot more often. Well, there's more of them, I mean, that's what I'm trying to say. So it is really hard to find them. It's like, usually, if you're out here by yourself on the 360, because animals are less likely to spawn and make noise, you'd be more likely to hear it make a noise. Yeah, there's something over here, I don't know what it is, but I'm going over to it. Seems so quiet. I feel like even if it is here, I just can't see the damn thing. Like, it's so brushy, this area. Now in real life, the rakes supposedly, yeah, sure, supposedly has glowing eyes. I don't know whether that's true though in this one. Yeah, supposedly it would have glowing eyes and it would be quite creepy, but I think we're alright in, well, we're not alright, because actually that would make this thing a lot damn easier to find if you just saw like 2 green eyes in the bushes. Right, so I'm going to sort of go into sort of open area now, so I'm going to stand down here in open area. Hopefully if it's stalking me, it will sort of come out a little bit. There is something white over there which I want to know what it is. I think that's a deer. Yeah, it's a deer. I think that's a deer as well. That's what I mean, there's so many animals. If this was the 360 version, there wouldn't be as many animals. My god, this is so creepy. So I don't really know if there's any way to try and grab its attention. Right, I'm going to go somewhere open, I'm going to shoot a few bullets, and hopefully it might grab whatever is out there's attention. But then again, surely swimming through this murky bog water should grab enough attention. Right. I've shot a few times. And okay everybody, it seems like the sun is rising, and that was pretty much all of the investigation. Pretty much I'll show you what I did yesterday or last night. So I parked the car up here somewhere, I walked down towards this island here, I searched around this island, and then I went up here slightly and went back down. I did go there as well, I think. I'm not 100% sure what's on that island. I will go and take a look at that quickly. But, sorry, that's this way. I went to this hut. I've been to the main areas that the pictures have supposedly been taken at. And, I can't find it. So, that leaves me with two options. One, it doesn't exist at all, and this was all just a waste of my time. Or two, this thing spawns very, very, like rarely. It's not going to spawn for me often at all. Which is a shame, because this is the one out of the 3 cryptids that I think is meant to spawn more often. Especially due to the fact that the only requirement really is for it to be 12 o'clock at night, rather than the others where it has to be stormy weather. And if you think that I know how to make stormy weather on this game, no, I don't. But I'm going to go over and check this island. If there's nothing here, I'll skip back to the car and I will do the sort of final presentation, I guess would be the best way of saying it. Hello everybody, alright, so I've come back up here and yeah, pretty much there's nothing much down there, it's just more swamp. So, maybe I should do this again then sometime. Maybe I should go further to the left. Maybe, you know, do some other stuff. So pretty much, if you guys want me to do this again, feel free to put it in the comments. I will definitely, I will think I'll look into this. Or I do think I'll look into this. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Pretty much, how do I end this? That's what I'm trying to get at. I know that that I didn't really go across the whole length of the swamp, but then at the same time, I don't think I could have done any better. I could, I guess, spread out a little bit more, but I was at the main areas, which should have been where it was, and there wasn't anything. Alright, so just getting some out of the car. Alright, so pretty much I'm gonna end it on the fact that Currently, no, or plausible. The problem is it's so hard to find. The thing is that people have gotten away with for so many years is it's hard to disprove something that you sort of can't disprove, if you get what I mean. So I can't say it's not real because there's a lot of photos of it and this, that and the other, and it's hard to like sort of just ignore it. But at the same time there's so little evidence, at least in the things that I've done, that proves that it's real, that I don't know. Plausible, I guess, is the best way to do it. Pretty much next time I think I'll be better off doing it in a vehicle. I'll still a 4x4 like this next time I do it, because I think a 4x4 is just gonna get me through all that swamp a lot faster. Unfortunately, I didn't find anything. If you guys know any tips or tricks, or if you've seen it yourself, feel free to tell me where it is, how to see it, well, where it was when you saw it, and how you were able to see it. Because at the end of the day, it's different for everybody, and you know, maybe if I take one or two people's advice, I could patch some Frankenstein together to finally see it. But yeah, I'm gonna end it as plausible. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Please comment, rate, and if you want to, subscribe, and hopefully we will look for the creepy monster rake thing in the future and be more successful. So yeah, goodbye. Okay, I know what that is now. It's like challenges. Let's complete the challenges of Ryanarilus. For you.